1943. A world at war. A world in turmoil. We'd closed the trap on Hitler's North Africa campaign. But what next? Churchill urged an Allied invasion of Italy. Called the Mediterranean the soft underbelly of the crocodile. As for me, I'm headed for San Celini, a secluded island to Italy's southwest. My mission? Kill Schmidt. Kill all high-ranking officers. And get the hell out. Reckon I could take this fellow down without making a noise. I think I've grabbed all I can. What's with the camera? You're on my target list. Sauciest. I'll best it. What do we have here? Time we got better equipped. I think I've grabbed all I can. The letter talks about someone called Kessler. Name sounds familiar.
One name kept coming up from San Celini. Andreas Kessler. Genius rocket scientist. Pioneer of guided missile technology. Philanderer. alcoholic, committed Nazi. Kessler's specialty was long-range missiles. But SOE thought he couldn't solve the radio control issues. The destruction of the Orchidia suggests we were wrong. Very wrong. There's no doubt the Orchidia was an easy target for a test. A general called Heinz Boehm. I've been dispatched to the coastal town of Batanti to meet our OSS contact. With the invasion of Sicily imminent, it's crucial we find out what the Nazis are up to.
This place, it's a tinderbox. You just need to find something to start the fire.
Satchel charges. Reckon I'm gonna need these. The partisans have got their work cut out. Definitely going to hell. Looks like someone is ready. Hope I'm not too late. We need to talk.
The SOE Sniper. Nice of you to join us.
They saved us.
What are you waiting for? Let's go talk.
So was a test, to see if I'm committed to your cause.
Need to get to the railway gun and deal with it.
Du bist doch nicht.
Jaeger troops. Gorm isn't taking any chances. That's the wreck dealt with. Crashed plane. Need to grab that film canister. This footage could be invaluable.
Ist er noch da? Was steckt der? Granate!
It's time to move. That makes 3. Just what I was looking for. The document says the shipments are being sent to Alagra, and they've been having problems with the Mafia stealing from the dockyard. Proves it.
Production of Kessler's missiles must be in full swing. The components I found couldn't have been for any other purpose. Sure, we wrecked the operation. But how many of these components have already been shipped to Alagra? How close are the Nazis to mass production of the new missile? One thing's for certain. The Mafia were the ones disrupting the operation at the dockyard. It's a connection OSS are keen to exploit. Especially given Mafia involvement in Operation Husky, in which the Allies took Sicily. Weaver wants me to meet Salvatore Danelli, an infamous mob kingpin. He thinks I can convince him to work with the Allies and the partisans. But everything comes at a price.
Gotta
Spinelli is jubilant with confirmation that Piero Capo has been neutralized. He's been as good as his word and offered his full support. Guess for him it's a matter of honor, not that the partisans necessarily want Spinelli's help. Many in the resistance have as much reason to despise the Mafia as they do the fascists. Weaver's informant has contacted him again. Major Hans Dorfman, one of Bowen's top men. His adjutant, no less. This time he says he has information he must deliver in person. Says he knows where Kessler is.
Encryption and attention. Time to gap. His name on it. Bohm's insignia. Looks like I've struck gold. Lucio. Need to find out what he's carrying.
Giavi Fiorini. The town's name will be forever associated with the massacre of the Allegheny partisans. They fought bravely by all accounts, but stood no chance against the Nazi war machine. How could they? They'd walked directly into a trap. I couldn't find Sophia, the angel, amidst the carnage. But then many of the bodies were burnt beyond recognition. The partisans hadn't died in vain, though. Their sacrifice meant we'd been able to grab the intelligence we needed. Bowen knows about Operation Avalanche, the Allied plan to invade mainland Italy. If the fleet is attacked, the results will be catastrophic. The Nazis' grip on Europe will become ever tighter, squeezing the life from her. And there's something else, something vital. USS Ancon is the command ship for Operation Avalanche, which means the primary target is the Allied Commander-in-Chief. Bomb is going to kill General Eisenhower. The strike will be launched from a Nazi base in the mountains of Alagra. With the partisans wiped out, Denelli's mobsters are the only people capable of guaranteeing my safe passage through the mountains. Weaver is setting up a bombing run, but it's up to me to call it in. Maybe I can grab some intel on the Germans' plans for their new toys, as well as making sure nothing can be salvaged. In the end, it comes down to this. I have to stop those missiles.
Makes two. That's all the missiles dealt with. Technically. technical specification. Need to overload the synth. Mother Hen, this is Red Fox. Send your regards. I repeat, send your regards to Allegra.
All I wanted was the angel. I didn't know the partisans would follow her to their deaths.
They followed her because she gave them hope. They died heroes.
Hope, in reality, is the worst of all evils, because it prolongs the torments of man. Friedrich Nietzsche.
General Boehm, I presume.
The worst terrors are shapeless, formless. If no one knows who I am, I can be whoever I need to be. I can manipulate. I can avoid detection if need be. I could be a man. Or a monster.
Dorfman or Boehm.
Yeah, exactly.
We have Kessler, and the production facilities are wrecked.
Kessler will be dead before he's any use to the Allies. And as for your little, mischief in the production facility, well, it's just too late. Yeah, I'm going to start with the USS Lincoln. The illustrious General Eisenhower. I'll take the Allied fleet, ship by ship. Operation Avalanche will be extinguished before it's even begun. See, if only this was enough. But, it's not. Bring her in here!
I failed, Carl. I failed them all. I failed my father.
Yeah. See, there is no hope here. Not anymore. We're going to torture her. Yeah. And, you're going to watch. Lieutenant.
All it takes is a spark.
General! Der Flieger!
The fleet, including Eisenhower's command ship, Ancon, was saved. Avalanche happened as planned. The U.S. Fifth Army and British Eighth fighting their way up the Italian mainland. The Angel was dead. But the spark she ignited spread like wildfire. clearing the way for the Allies. But the path to Rome would be treacherous, and it'd be another year before we broke through the Gothic line, the Germans' main line of defense. They did it without us, the townsfolk. Pushed them out before the 5th Army even got here. All it took was a spark. Talking of which, I hope 617 Squadron didn't singe your limey ass. Let's just say it was a little tight. I thought you were giving me a bit more leeway. Carl, you and I are utterly expendable. You know that. Not like a man there. The professor hasn't got long left. Squeeze what we can out of him. More to the point, what about you, Carl? What's you gonna do? The man who saved Eisenhower. Woo-wee. Oh, that's be sure you're someone with your talents. That sounds like a job offer. Doesn't it, though? I'll think about it.